Hey everyone, Black Spring with Autumn here. I want to submit something, an idea, or more or less a tactic here, and it's regarding the bit of a holding pattern that Speaker Pelosi has actually been quoted for, which, you know, she did say that she was going to basically hang on to the articles until she sees, I guess she's trying to circumvent something of the process. But I think it's going to be a little bit more compromising than that. I think what could potentially happen in this situation, and then what we do have the past, we have this demographic of rhinos. Maybe I'm not supposed to say that, but we have rhinos and we have gators. And I think that Speaker Pelosi, it's been said, what game are you playing? Well, I think she's playing a bit of a game that's going to include either blackmailing some of the Republicans that are still there. We had quite a few people to exit early in the Trump administration. We had many Republicans to exit the party. And I don't think we're done. Unfortunately, I think I've exposed two that I'm really convinced that are rhinos in a previous live stream that I did. But I do believe that Speaker Pelosi is going to use those rhinos to perhaps have them bend to her will. It's a risk. It's a huge risk. It's a huge risk for the country. But what I would think is, everyone maybe can stay focused as we go into this 2020 election season and just not be deterred by the impeachment process, which my understanding is that Trump is not actually impeached until those articles are submitted. But I do believe Speaker Pelosi, is trying to circumvent the members on the opposite side of the aisle, which may very well, she's going to try to make them play her game. And it's a very dangerous game for America. The other dangerous part is if the American people, if we don't stay focused, if we don't go out and vote, if we don't do our research, if we don't do our homework, if we don't do our due diligence, however you want to spin it, we have to do our diligence going forward, because there's a lot at stake. There's more at stake. This is a huge election. It's a huge election. We have a bunch of opportunities here. We need to save, in order to save our values and to save our identity. We have to be informed about these candidates. It's not that I'm offering a negative Nelly for emotional comfort. I'm just being honest. I mean, I've offered the reference of the Constitutional Index, or the Freedom Index is what it's referred to on the newamerican.com. You can go there and see for yourself who is voting at a record above 80%. And I'm here to tell you that there are very few serving in Congress that have that type of a constitutional voting record. Right offhand, I can think that Rand Paul, maybe he's around something like 94%. I mean, don't take my word for it. I encourage you to go for yourself and see what these records actually look like. Not only that, we're not out of the woods. I mean, many people have alluded to, oh, it's going to be a landslide, or, oh, I didn't go out to vote. Oh, I can sit at home this time. No. This is far from over. So if you ask, I think based on the past, I think based on the rhino history, that I think that Speaker Pelosi knows, she knows who's still standing, which rhinos are still standing, and she's trying to figure out whose chain she's going to pull, so to speak. And I've got a pretty good idea. I want to throw out a couple of names, but it's not about me being right. It's just about being aware and being involved. And for America to let's please get our civic literacy up. That doesn't happen by just watching the news or just watching me, or if you watch me, or watching other YouTubers. It's also about finding out. We have to find out who these servants, who these employees are. Many of them operate outside of their oath of office on a regular basis. And that includes large government, foreign entanglements, shaving off our American sovereignties with illegal immigration, illegal aliens, however you want to flip it. It includes much of that, not upholding constitutional principles. You know, that is the standard in which this index is based on. There's a point system, so you can go in and see for yourself. I always encourage everyone, get the education. It's out there. If you want it, it's out there. But also, you should arm yourself. You can arm yourself with that. For starters, that's going to be the authority, is the knowledge that we have, that being self-reliant, self-assertive in the situation. And that's also the same kind of voter that needs to show up at the polls. So with that said, I hope to see you later, and that'll do it this time for Black Spring with Autumn.